Hi, this is the Fiber Center. As you can see, it's kind of over by the windows in the art room. Fiber Center is a really fun place where you can make lots and lots of different things, learn how to do different things. The purpose of this video is just to show you some of the things you can do in the Fiber Center. There are separate videos that are going to show you specifically how to make the things. So if I'm talking about something today and not telling you how to make it, it's because there's a separate video. Okay, so one of the first things that you can do in the center is weave. In the cardboard center, you can make your own loom, or Mrs. N has some looms already made that you can use to start weaving. There's needles in the fiber center, there's scissors, the yarn is in the yarn bay over by Mrs. N's desk. Lots and lots of different kinds of yarn, lots and lots of different colors. With the weaving, there's some unique things you can do. This is the letter E. You could actually weave the letters of your name. You can actually weave people. There's a picture that I will put over on the Fiber Center that you can see where you can weave a person, and I'll be showing you how to do that in a separate video. Another thing that you can do in the Fiber Center is stitching. Stitching is basically drawing with thread. This is a picture of some flowers in the springtime that I made a while ago, and stitching is really fun. Some of you have already done this. It starts in 3rd grade with learning how to sew or embroider the letters of your name. So the first and last. Some of you have had some experience on the burlap already. There's lots of different kinds of stitches that you can learn. The main two that we do are the spiral and the running stitch, because those are the easiest to do and the most fun to be doing some drawing with. You'll need these skills. It's kind of fun to practice on the burlap because it's easy, and you'll need these skills for some of the other things I'm going to be talking about. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is a name pillow. This pillow was made on felt fabric, and all of our name pillows are made on fabric instead of the burlap, just because it's softer and it's nicer. You can sew up to, I think, 7 letters is what will fit on the fabric squares that we have available for you. You get to choose the colors for your name, you stitch your name, you learn the several different stitches to make your name, and then you stuff your pillow with fiberfill. You sew it closed, and then if you want to, you can make pom-poms out of the colors of the yarn to ornament the sides of the pillow, okay? All right, another thing you can make are string people. There's a pattern to make a guy and a girl if you want to. These can be used to decorate other things, or they can be used just by themselves. Some people like to call them worry dolls. The next thing that you can make using some of these skills that you've learned, these are originally started as one-sock dolls, and actually they're kind of in folklore tradition. The pioneers, when they didn't have lots of dolls or lots of toys, they made toys out of old socks. And so a one-sock doll is completely made with one sock. Now, we have lots of fabric in the Fiber Center, so you don't have to use just one sock. These 2 examples were used with one sock. One was made using stitching for the face, and all of the parts and pieces of the sock, you can get it to curl for curly hair. This guy has a tail with a little curl on the end. This one was also made with one sock, and his face and body were glued on using pieces of felt. So either way works. And if you don't want to use one sock, there are lots of kinds of fabric, lots of different ways of stitching the features on your character, and sewing different parts and colors on them, and then you can make pom-poms as big or as small as you like to ornament the creature that you've decided on. And then the last thing is felt collage. Felt collage is making an entire picture using felt and glue, planning it out first on paper maybe, or cutting pieces as you go on a background and then gluing it down so that it's a complete picture. So lots of fun things to do. There are also buttons in the Fiber Arts Center that you can use either as decoration, or I could have just as easily sewed buttons on one of my creatures for eyes. So lots of fun things to do. There's videos for each thing that you can learn to do. They're kind of like the origami videos where you can stop and start them and go at your own pace. So lots of fun things to try out in the Fiber Center.